Hello, everyone. Well, since I last spoke with you, something very serious has happened. It happened in Minnesota, in Burnsville. Burnsville, Minnesota, there was a shooting of some police. Some cops got shot, and everyone is mourning their loss. People are inconsolable. I'd like to read you the names of these fallen officers. And I just want to be sure I get their names right. Officer Paul Elmstrand, Officer Matthew Ruge, and fighter paramedic Adam Finseth. So these were the fallen ones. I choose not to name the suspect. You can look that up for yourself, but he isn't worth my while to try to make him famous just because he shot some cops. But he's dead. The suspect shot himself after he was done shooting the cops. He killed 3 cops and he wounded another. He wounded Adam Medlicott. So Adam Medlicott is still alive, and he got wounded, and the other 3 died at the scene, and they were shot. They went into his house and negotiated with him for hours. They were there for hours, trying to negotiate, trying to persuade the suspect to surrender to the cops. And all of a sudden, just out of the blue, for no reason at all, he whipped out a assault rifle and started shooting at these cops. And they fled his house, and they had already been mortally wounded, and they died there at the scene. Adam Finseth came in. He helped them get out, and that's why he got shot. He was trying to help them, and he got shot also. So, three fallen officers being memorialized. The memorial's tomorrow on Wednesday at 11 a.m. in Burnsville. You can look it up. And if you want to contribute something to their families that lost them, you can. There's a GoFundMe page for them. And I just think it's terrible. It's terrible what they're doing. And it shows that this new generation has no moral fiber whatsoever. The morals have gone tanked. They've gone right down the drain. Right down the drain. The morals have gone down the drain. And this new way of being it's just detrimental to everyone. It's detrimental to the cops. It's detrimental to the cops' families. It's detrimental to the community. It's detrimental to everyone. But that's this new way of being where it's considered okay to do this because they're just cops. It was just a cop, so they can shoot them and ruin their lives and only live on in the memories of their loved ones, and who will never see them again. And it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. Just so sad and so unpleasant. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how I feel about this. It just really, really unhappy about it, and feel pissed and saddened, and there's just nothing you can do. Just so you know, the suspect, I don't know if this matters or not, but the suspect was black, and all the guys he shot were white. And I don't know if that matters or not, but it just seems to me like There's been an uptick in crime in black areas, the city where they live, and um, there's been a lot of black victims too. And the suspects, they're all black. All of them are black, and who knows why. It's just so sad. It's such a sad result for these fallen officers and for their families. It's just so sad, and I don't know. I feel pretty sad about it. Now, on to the other news of the day. But before we get to the other news of the day, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen officers. Moment of silence for the fallen officers. Okay, so in other news, the Biden is in the news again, and no surprise there. He announced that he was brokering a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel, and that the ceasefire would proceed soon. And just a day later, neither Hamas nor Israel agrees to participate in a ceasefire, and so the war rages on, and Biden failed. He was convinced, he was certain he could broker a peace deal, and he couldn't. He couldn't do it because Hamas won't cooperate. Hamas refuses to cooperate. This is just what they want. They want all their people dead so that they'll be mourned forever. That's what they're hoping, that they'll all be dead. And that they'll be mourned forever, and that forever Israel will go down in history as a genocidal regime, and they'll invade Israel and clobber them and show them the error of their ways. That's what they're hoping. Hamas is hoping, but Israel's above board. Okay, they're not doing any genocide. Yes, some people have gotten pushed around, but they've just gotten pushed around. They're not killing innocent civilians en masse like Nazi Germany did to the Jews. It's not genocide. They can say it's genocide all they want. They can even light themselves on fire, like that security guard that lit himself on fire in support of Hamas. He lit himself on fire and burned to the ground. But other than that, it's so tragic that someone had to kill themselves over Hamas. Hamas doesn't deserve them to kill themselves for their sakes. Hamas isn't worthy. And that's the simple fact of the matter. Hamas isn't worthy of some dude from America to burn himself to death over them. It's not genocide. You believe what Hamas is telling you that it's genocide. It is not genocide. But they're getting close to eliminating Hamas. Pretty soon Hamas will be eliminated, and can't happen soon enough for my taste. I would like to see them. I would like to see them wipe Hamas off the face of this earth, because Hamas is evil. Hamas is evil. They're evil people. They invade Israel. They rape their women. They murder women and men and children in the most brutal way possible, and then they take hostages as bargaining chips. And boy, did that work. That worked like gangbusters, taking those hostages. That really paid off for Hamas. And now they're getting exactly what they want. They want Israel to commit genocide, which is wiping Hamas off the face of this earth. Is considered genocide because Hamas is so great, right? right? Isn't Hamas great? We can hardly wait to send all our love and support and money to Hamas. Um, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Not after what Hamas did. And the as for the civilians, the innocent civilians, um, they're not getting killed by Israel. Okay, they're not. They avoid that as much as possible. Now, when they drop bombs, some civilians get killed because the Hamas's modus operandi is to use innocent civilians as human shields. They gather all the people around them so that if somebody tries to bomb them, everybody goes up in smoke. That's what they want. That's how they operate. They think that it's a sacrifice for the glorious cause. So, I have nothing more to say about Hamas. They're evil. And also in the news is this government shutdown. Again, they're threatening us with the government shutdowns again and again. They refuse to pass a balanced budget. They just don't have the ability. They don't have the ability and they don't have the power to pass a balanced budget. And they don't have the wherewithal to pass a balanced budget. And it's partisan fighting, Dems versus Republicans, fighting with each other instead of cooperating. It's never been like this before. It's just it's like morality in this country has tanked. Everybody wants their own thing, and people are willing to be completely ruthless to get it. Since I'm in the middle of the road, just middle of the road, ordinary person, I don't see why they have to do this. I don't see it. I don't understand it, and I don't like it, and there's nothing I can do about it except vote. So, because all I can do is vote, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to vote. But there's not much I can do. And it seems like Dems are blaming Republicans, Republicans are blaming Dems, and Republicans are blaming other Republicans. And Biden had a meeting with them in the White House today, and he tried to negotiate with Representative Mike Johnson, and Mike Johnson was towing the party line and refused to give in to any of Biden's or Vice President Kamala Harris's or Senator Chuck Schumer's demands. He held strong against all five of them. There were five people all trying to persuade him at once, and they all failed. So I don't know what my strategy is. My strategy could be to vote all Republicans in, and then there won't be any quarrels, but there's infighting among the Republicans, okay? See, that's what they're doing. They're infighting. There's very far right-wing hardliners who want to get all of their demands met. All of their demands. And what did Trump do? Trump, he said that they had to vote down the border security bill, that was bipartisan border security bill, because he wants to take credit for it during his administration once he wins the nomination for president. He wants to win the nomination for president, and then he wants to take full control and full credit for the border security bill. So he persuaded Mike Johnson and several other Republicans in the House to vote against it, and they did, and the bill failed because of Trump. And I'm very displeased with Trump because of that. But it doesn't seem like the Republicans are all on the same page. It seems like there's a lot of infighting among Republicans. So because there's so much infighting among Republicans, until they can get their priorities straightened out and decide what they want to do, maybe I'll vote for some Democrats just in protest. Just vote Democrats into the House of Representatives and into the Senate, just so Republicans can have a taste of their own medicine. You know what I'm saying? That they failed to do the job that they were put there for, which was to balance the budget and to pass a balanced budget. They failed because of infighting, and so now they're going to lose their spot. They're going to lose their spot. I'm just telling you right now, they're going to lose their spot because of what they've done. But I'm still voting for Trump for president because of the existential crisis that Biden represents. Biden has done too many wicked things in his time in office, and it's time to vote him out. So, Republican for president, and over here, Democrats in the House and Senate. So it'll be checks and balances. They won't be able to pass anything. But maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? But I really want them to pass a budget. I really, really want them to pass a balanced budget. And I want Trump to do what he's elected to do, which is to pass a balanced budget. So that's it. You guys have a terrific week. Oh, guess what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is the beginning of purification. And what is purification? Well, it's part of the goddess worshippers' religion. And what we do is we go on a diet of soups and smoothies and salads during the day when it's daylight hours, and then reserve meat and potatoes for the evening hours. Isn't that wonderful? And we cut out all grains. We cut grains out of our diet because grains are constipating like crazy. That's why you're constipated all the time. It's true. It's grains. So I'm going to eat soups, salads, and smoothies all during the day. And then at sunset, you can have a wonderful meal with whatever meat or potatoes you like, or even beans and lentils. You can have beans and lentils during the day too, in the form of soups, like lentil soup. I love lentil soup. I love lentil soup. So that's it. You have a terrific purification, and I'll talk to you next time.